Mrs. Richland, I'm sorry to bother you, but a development has come up in your husband's murder investigation.
What sort of development?
At 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm asking the DA to file murder charges against you.
Against me?
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it's not standard procedure, but I'm willing to give you a chance to come talk about it before we file. You're under no obligation.
Where do you want to talk?
Downtown. Be happy to give you a lift.
Am I under arrest?
No.
I'll drive myself. I know the way.
It was just after 10 p.m. on the 14th. Douglas Brayfield left the Dufferin building after his regular Wednesday night session with Dr. Paul Richland. Brayfield headed across Bathurst, where he waited for the number 22 crosstown bus. Brayfield said Dr. Richland left the Dufferin building at 10:10 p.m. Now, Brayfield's bus was late. He saw a woman who looked like a prostitute approach Richland. According to Brayfield, the woman went directly up to the victim's Mercedes. No sidewalk negotiation. She obviously knew him, and knew him well. At 6:15 the next morning, in a West Side parking lot, a transient spotted the victim in his car, a Mercedes. One bullet, small caliber, back of the head. That was 2 weeks ago today. A lot's happened since then.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. What are you looking at, Nick?
Graduated from college summa cum laude, got her doctorate in 3 years, published 14 papers, serves on the board of the State Psychological Association, a successful practice, no mental illness, no drug or alcohol abuse. She doesn't look like the murderess in the slinky black hooker dress type, Frank.
Oh, what type does she look like, Mendoza? Huh? Type you like to wake up in the morning with? Maybe do the New York Times crossword puzzle?
Look, I'm just saying.
No, you're thinking. With that brain that's tucked away in your shorts. She's dirty. You can bet on it.
Comfortable?
Comfortable?
These chairs.
Well, they'll keep me awake. I use the same kind in my office to keep my patients from falling asleep.
Coffee?
No, thank you.
You mind if I smoke?
It's against the law to smoke in a public building, detective. But I don't care.
Be aware anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a lawyer present.
I do not need a lawyer.
Mrs. Richland has waived her right to have a lawyer present. I read your statement. It's almost all about your husband.
He's the one that was murdered.
Yes, well, I'd like to know about you and your relationship with him.
I've known Paul. I knew Paul for 9 years.
Well, we have all day. Let's just start at the beginning.
When I first met Paul, I was living with my best friend, Donna, cutting hair at a salon downtown, and wondering
About?
what we were going to do with the rest of our lives.
Okay, here's the plan. We are going to pool all of our tips, every single penny, so that in 6 months, we will have enough to buy our own place. Hey, are you listening, girl? Talking about the future here.
Not my future.
Oh, and you think that is? School. You hated school.
I don't think it, Donna. I know it. I'm going to graduate with honors, and I'm going to be a psychologist, okay?
Okay, all right. Don't get pissy.
I'm not being pissy. I'm just tired of people not taking me seriously. I'm going to do this.
I hope you do. I swear to God. But do you want to work for $10 a head in the meantime?
No way. I'm going to get myself a real job. I've got an interview tomorrow with a psychologist who works with kids.
Have a seat. We'll be right with you.
Miss Cost. Dr. Richland. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. So you're a student at the junior college?
My second year. It took me a while to decide that I wanted to go to college. Actually, it took me a long time because I wasn't really ready when I was younger.
Why did you decide to go to college?
I realized that I didn't want to be trimming split ends for the rest of my life.
Part of my practice involves treating children with extreme separation anxiety. Kids who've lost everything that give them any sense of security and safety. A parent's death. Worse, a parent's abandoned them. Often they've been abused. They're lost, scared, alone. I'm developing a therapeutic environment in which these children can feel truly safe again.
Sounds exciting.
Would you read from this? In your normal voice.
There was once a miller who was very poor, but he had a beautiful daughter. Now, it once happened that he had occasion to speak with the king, and in order to give himself an air of importance, he said, "I have a daughter who can spin gold out of straw." Is all right?
Perfect.
He hired me that day in his office.
He must have been interviewing lots of people. Why so fast, and why you? No training, no education?
I don't know why he hired me, but I didn't care. I just wanted to grow and learn. Paul helped me. He encouraged me. He taught me. It's the most exciting thing that had ever happened to me. Try this. You can do it. It's good. Oh, that's so beautiful. Good job. Kim, that's great. Now, let's see. What have you got over here? That's what you look like. Big happy son. There we go.
Long day. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I don't mind. I love this. Doesn't feel like work.
Are you hungry?
Oh, I'm starving.
Great. We can grab a bite at a little joint I eat at all the time.
Never been in this part of town before.
7th Avenue. I volunteer at the free clinic. Have for years. It's an important part of the work I do, too. It's priceless education, Mary. And humbling, too. Any one of us could be out there. It's arrogant to think that we're special and they're different. We're not, and they're not. Vous commencez les huit après saumon sauvage, s'il vous plaît. Merci. I ordered for both of us. I hope you don't mind.
No one's ever ordered anything for me before. The French, no less. Is this what you call a little joint?
Oh, I've been coming here so long it feels like home.
Oh, it's nothing like my home.
I'd like to see where you live sometime.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, two girls crammed into one room can get ugly. People coming and going, and stuff everywhere.
Creative chaos. Sounds like fun. Every day must be a new adventure.
Well, it used to be. Now every day's important. Time's precious. I want to do something with my life.
You are, Mary. And you're going to do something very special.
Think so?
Absolutely. I saw all the promise the first day I met you.
You did?
I did.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. The defining moment in history of humanity. Adam and Eve eat from the tree of knowledge and become conscious of who and what they are, both good and evil. We're all like Adam and Eve. Imperfection, striving for grace. You're close to perfection tonight. You want me to stop?
No. I just want to remember everything about tonight. This house, tonight, you, it's all like a fairy tale that was never supposed to happen. Not to me.
Why not to you? Mary, there's so much I want to do for you. Things I want to show you and share with you.
Why are you doing all this for me?
I've been given so much. A wonderful family, private schools, Yale. I want to give something back.
You have, Paul. You do every day.
And so will you.
This Mrs. Richland's got an interesting little fairy tale, doesn't she?
Fairy tale?
One from the wrong side of town, meets her knight in shining armor, sweeps her off her feet, takes her to his castle, gives her a new life.
Worked for Cinderella and Snow White.
That's because the fairy tale ended before it got ugly.
Hopeless romantic.
Yeah, well, you're not married. I've been married 3 times. No one lives happily ever after.
We were very happy.
You were? How old was Dr. Richland when you met?
43.
And you were?
Age never mattered to either of us.
Would you say he was a mentor?
Initially. He was the first person who encouraged me to be the best I could be. He was always showing me new things, taking me places I hadn't been before.
Professor Higgins and Eliza Doolittle. That must have been pretty heady.
Confusing, actually. My mother always told me that it was vain to draw attention to myself.
Well, but still, that's quite a change. I mean, Dr. Richland had money, $1 million house, career. You were doing split ends.
Paul didn't care what I did.
What does family think?
Both his parents had died before we met.
Well, how did your family feel about it? After all, Dr. Richland was quite a catch.
My parents were dead as well, and Paul was not a catch. We loved each other for who we were, period. It's beautiful here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
The place we're going to get married. I've waited all my life for you, Mary. I knew I was going to ask you to marry me the day we met. And I knew you were going to say yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast. This is quite a day. And those of you who know me well are going to be stunned to find me speechless. All I am going to do, and this will say it all for me, is to introduce you to my wife, Mrs. Paul Richland.
For those of you who don't know me that well, my name is actually Mary, not Paul.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. I would never do anything to hurt you or embarrass you, never.
Paul, that wasn't important. You were just excited.
But you are my wife, aren't you? Forever? Till death do us part, for better or for worse.
Yes, of course, Paul. What's wrong?
You're the better. I'm the worse.
I'm the worse. You're the psychologist, doctor. What exactly does that mean?
My husband was a complex person. Like all of us, he had issues he was dealing with. Like everyone else, Detective.
Imperfection, striving. What was that?
Grace.
Right, Grace. Your husband liked being in control, didn't he?
Sometimes. I've never met a man who didn't.
Well, he dressed you, educated you, changed your hairstyle.
When we first met, things changed pretty quickly.
You did. You changed. How did Dr. Richland feel about that?
I'm confused. My husband's dead. Why are you asking me all these questions?
Dr. Richland was 52 when he was killed. He suffered from hypertension, angina, and arthritis. He was on medication for all three.
Small amounts, which he carefully regulated. He wasn't a drug addict, Detective.
Given his medical record, you must have been paying a huge premium for the life insurance policy you took out on him.
What life insurance policy?
This one. $2 million. Wow. What'd it cost you? 8, 10 grand a year?
I've never seen this before.
Come on, Mrs. Richland. You're the owner. You're the beneficiary. That's your signature, right?
Paul must have put it in my name so that it wouldn't be part of our joint assets if he died. Paul handled all our finances. He was always asking me to sign things. I must not have noticed it.
You're telling me you don't remember signing a $2 million life insurance policy? You know, I arrested a woman once who killed her husband because he wouldn't change the kitty litter.
I don't need money. And for you to suggest that I killed my husband for insurance money...
Well, according to your bank statement, your savings account is empty. Your checking account has been overdrawn for 2 months. I'd say you're pretty close to being broke. $2 million would go a long way towards balancing a checkbook.
I want to call my lawyer.
You didn't say much in there.
This is your case.
The silence was deafening. You trying to tell me something?
Let me ask you something, Frank. What is it about that lady that jerks your chain so hard?
Meaning?
Attitude, innuendo, body language. You've already made up your mind about her.
I've been doing this for 20 years. You get a feel for things.
A feel for things. So you feel she's guilty?
It's true. I wouldn't waste my time if I wasn't sure. When did you make detective?
5 months ago.
I can't believe this is happening.
Try to relax. I'll take care of everything. All right?
Here he comes.
Hello, Clark. Nice of you to join us.
It's almost 11 o'clock or so. What is this, the Spanish Inquisition?
I'm doing your client a favor.
You wouldn't do the Pope a favor.
No, let's not bring religion into this.
Mary Richland didn't kill anyone.
None of your clients ever do. Come on. Let the record show that Mrs. Richland's lawyer has been called and is present. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. $2 million life insurance policy.
I love my husband very much, Detective. He wasn't perfect, and neither am I. But we worked hard to have a good marriage.
And did you have a good marriage?
My God, these flowers are beautiful. So beautiful. Whose are those?
Yours.
Mine? Well, I have my own clothes.
You're my wife now. This is the beginning of a whole new life for both of us. I want everything to start fresh.
I felt uncomfortable at first, bringing so little to the marriage, but never bothered Paul. In fact, I think he liked it that way.
Why?
Because the less I had, the more he could give to me.
And he gave to the woman he waited all his life for. It's a hard habit to kick, isn't it?
Don't answer that question, Mary.
I told you before, Paul gave me more than material things. He encouraged me to finish college early, get started on my PhD sooner. He helped me apply to graduate school.
Who paid for college?
Paul?
Who paid for graduate school?
Paul! Husbands and wives often support one another for school.
And when you graduated, he gave you a present, didn't he? What did he give you?
A car.
What kind of car?
Mercedes-Benz.
A 450 convertible, wasn't it? You know, most people get a fountain pen or a wristwatch when they graduate. You got a $70,000 car. Would you describe that as unusual, Dr. Richland?
What is the point of these questions?
You asked for it, didn't you?
I never asked him for it. In fact, the car embarrassed me. Everyone I knew who was at school or working could barely afford gas.
What kind of car do you drive now?
A BMW.
Oh. Expensive cars don't embarrass you anymore.
I picked it out myself. I paid for it with money that I earned.
You said your husband handled the finances.
The family finances, I maintained a personal account of my own.
You had your own personal account. Why?
Because I wanted something that was mine. Because I worked hard to get my own degree and my own practice.
And how did your husband feel about that?
What do you think? Paint really brightens it up, doesn't it? You hate cream. I should have gone with the gray.
It's beautiful. I just don't understand why you want your own office when the one in my suite is twice as big and free.
Because it's in your suite, and I really want to have my own office, Paul.
The directory downstairs lists you as Dr. Cost. You going to practice using your own name?
Yes.
You're my wife, Mary. Your name is Richland now.
And so is yours, and you're so well known, and I just want to make sure I succeed on my own.
I'm going to lose you. You are going to do things that I could only dream of doing.
You are a wonderful therapist. You've done tremendous things.
I'm a charlatan.
Charlatan? What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
I see you kept your maiden name.
I only use it in my practice.
Because you don't like being told what to do you? You must have gotten tired of Paul controlling every aspect of your life, didn't you? Doctor, was your marriage in trouble?
Every marriage has its issues, Detective Rousseau. My husband and I chose to work ours out as they came up.
What sort of issues?
It's none of your business, Detective.
You know, when you kindly allowed us to search your home, we found this dress. I assume it belongs to you.
Yes, but I haven't worn it in years. My husband bought it for me as a costume for a Halloween party.
What were you supposed to be?
A prostitute. He wanted me to dress that way.
You are unbelievably sexy tonight.
I'm starting to feel like the Blue Plate special.
You're only looking.
I'm a psychologist. I know what they're thinking.
You know what I'm thinking?
Yes, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Why? It's Halloween, a time where we can act out our wildest fantasies.
Yours or mine?
Both.
Well, I've never fantasized about being a hooker before.
Never.
Well, maybe once when I was young and curious.
Well, perhaps we should go get a bite to eat.
What did you have in mind? You have a very vivid imagination.
Thank you.
Well, beats the crappy candy I usually get stuck with. You said you haven't worn this dress for some time.
Not since that Halloween.
But you kept it. Why?
To be honest, I'd forgotten I still had it.
Was one of the issues you and your husband confronting sexual problems?
That is totally irrelevant.
It's relevant, Snowden, trust me. Your husband was older than you, sick, taking medication. It affected his libido.
Where are you taking this? I told you I loved him. I didn't kill him.
You sure you haven't worn this dress more recently? I mean, for other little fantasies to spice up a dying marriage?
That's it? My client is not answering any more questions?
At 10:15 on the night Dr. Richland was killed, a patient of his saw a woman get into his car near his office. The dress the woman was wearing is identical to this one.
What does any of this have to do with my client?
Excellent question, so that's why you get $300 an hour. The eyewitness picked your client's picture out of 200 photos.
It's impossible. I was with a patient until 10:30.
That would be Mr. Brian Simons.
That's right.
Why was he seeing you?
I won't discuss that.
Were you aware Mr. Simons has a criminal record?
Yes.
How would you describe his psychological state of mind?
I wouldn't. I won't.
Ah, yes. Well, okay. Let's see. Mr. Simons was arrested 3 times. Car theft, assault, and armed robbery. Not a serial killer, but not exactly a candidate for mayor either. How long have you been seeing Mr. Simons?
Just over 2 years.
Well, you must know him very well.
I think so.
Do you find him attractive?
No comment. Where are you going with this?
I understand your husband knew Mr. Simons.
They met once.
Where?
At a reading, Mr. Simons was giving a reading of a novel he was writing.
I still think it's inappropriate for you to be here.
I've been encouraging Brian to write for months. It's important that I show him my support.
This is my first time, so I'm a little shaky. But before I begin, I want to dedicate this book to Mary. I couldn't have done this without you.
What the hell is that all about?
Shallow waters.
It's a dedication. It's giving his thanks.
Morning was the hardest
Thanks.
for him. The
For what?
first hint
For
of
being
sunlight
there,
that
for
made
being
the
his
room
friend.
blush.
You're not his friend, you're his therapist.
His heart moved with a heavy step that echoed in his chest, and he felt the expectations he knew he couldn't fulfill.
What the hell is going on between you and that
He
kid?
pulled his pillow hard over his eyes, trying
Let's
to
go.
find the...
Paul?
I said let's go. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. Get away from her.
Brian, it's all right. It's all right.
No, it's not.
You stay out of this. This is my wife.
If you hurt her, if you even touch her, it'll be the last thing that you do. Do you got that?
It's all right.
The time of your husband's death was approximately 11:15 p.m. You stated you were with Mr. Simons until 10:35 p.m. Did anyone see you and Mr. Simons at your office that night?
Not that I know of.
Did you go directly home after your session?
I dropped Mr. Simons off at his apartment, then I went home.
Isn't that rather unusual for a therapist to drive a patient home?
His car was in the shop. I gave him a lift.
Where did you think your husband was at that hour?
Working late at the free clinic?
At 1:15 a.m., you received a call from Mr. Simons. Is that correct?
Yes.
He called you at home late. Is that common?
It had been a difficult session. He was upset.
According to telephone records here, you talked for nearly 45 minutes. About what?
I won't discuss that.
I think you talked about your husband's murder.
That's it. No more.
I think you talked this confused, troubled patient of yours into helping you murder your husband. How did you do that? Did you convince him that you were scared of your husband? That he was gonna hurt you?
Mary, come on, let's go.
I did not kill my husband.
I think you did. I've got a body, motives, and I've got a crook who's probably an accomplice and a ton of circumstantial evidence.
And no murder weapon. And you can't file charges without one.
You bastard. You said you were going to file charges against me. This whole thing was a trick.
I'll find the gun. And when I do, I'm gonna arrest you for first-degree murder.
Clark, you're the executive of Paul's estate. You've known him for years. Did he ever mention any financial problems?
Paul's always been a very private person, Mary. He never discussed money with me.
Or me.
Paul's accountant, Bob Oberman, he's handling the estate accounting. He'll have some answers.
I've never met Bob Oberman. Whenever I asked Paul, he always said we were just doing fine. We're always doing just fine.
Hey, look, doesn't add up for me. You know, I mean, the woman's a professional. She's worked hard to make a life for herself.
She married a life.
If all she wanted was money, she would have married the guy and then not done a damn thing, except get her nails painted and eat bonbons.
Look, it's all there. Enough evidence to convince any jury. All I need is the gun.
All you need.
Oh? That's right, it's my job. Yours too. You know, people with money think they can get away with whatever the hell they want. Go out and buy themselves an Armani raincoat when the crap hits the fan.
Is that what's bugging you, Frank? The fact that she's got money and you don't?
Maybe you're the one who thinks about climbing the social ladder rung or two. You think about that, son.
Brian, what are you doing here?
What the hell is going on? The police are at my place. They're hassling me about the murder. What did you tell them? That I killed your husband? Is that what you told them?
Of course not.
Then why are they after me?
Brian, I know you're upset, but we can't discuss this here. Just call me at the office and we'll make an appointment, all right?
No! I don't want a damn appointment. I want to talk to you about this now.
Brian, let go of my arm. Right now. Look, I know you're upset and you're scared. Call me. We'll get together as soon as possible.
Hi, Mrs. Richland. Your husband's office?
Appointments. Iowa. Excuse me, is there a directory for doctors who work in this clinic?
Who are you looking for?
Dr. Paul Richland.
No. No, Dr. Richland.
Pardon me?
Dr. Richland doesn't work here.
Well, that's impossible. Please, could you try this again? Because it's extremely important.
I've worked here for 6 months. I've never heard his name. Sorry. Oh, Dr. Brower. Dr. Brower runs our clinic. Doctor, this lady was asking about a doctor...
Dr. Paul Richland, psychologist. He's been volunteering here for years.
Not here. Maybe the clinic downtown.
No, not downtown. Here. He has his practice, his office. It's in the Dufferin building. It's only 3 blocks from here. He's been volunteering for years, 2-3 nights a week. This has got to be some mistake.
The Dufferin building, hold on. I do remember Paul Richland.
What do you mean, remember?
Because of the Dufferin. I've always loved that building. He took me over and showed me his office.
When?
At least 5 years ago. He came in to talk about helping out down here, but nothing ever came of it. You a friend of his?
How's his wife?
Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Donna? Donna? Hi, Mare! What is it? Look, come outside. It's quieter. Spending it on what?
I don't know. There's nothing left. Even the pension plan's gone.
And you had no idea there was anything going on?
Paul didn't talk much about himself. I try to respect that. Maybe I just didn't want to know. I'm a psychologist. How could I not have seen or suspected something?
Because, Mary, you're a person first, and then a shrink. I mean, you loved this guy. You trusted him. It's allowed. Do you think it was another woman?
I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. Paul and I hadn't made love for a long time. We didn't have much of a sex life anymore.
I thought sex was fantastic with you guys.
It was at first. Then I finished school and I got my license, and Paul seemed to lose interest in me. I guess I thought things would change.
Well, you know what changed, Mary. It was you.
Me?
Paul completely took over your life. He called all the shots, and you just sort of disappeared for a while.
Well, why didn't you say anything?
Do you think you would have listened?
No. Hurts to hear it now. Rose Morris, $100. Commodore Apartments, $825. Who's there?
It's Brian.
Brian, I asked you to call me and make an appointment.
Open the damn door and let me in, Mary.
No! Leave me alone, please. Just go away. There's someone outside my house. Yes, I saw him.
Do they have a weapon?
Weapon? God, I don't know. Just send someone here as soon as you can.
We'll dispatch someone.
Please.
Mary! Mary, talk to me! Mary! Mary! I'm not going down for you! You set this up! I am not taking the fall for the murder! No! It is not gonna work! I am not going down for you!
Working late again, Doctor.
No, he tried to force his way into my house.
Seems agitated.
It's a very astute observation, Detective.
What's he mean about taking the fall for the murder?
I have no idea.
You mean he came out here in the middle of the night shouting something about the murder? What murder do you think he was talking about?
I told you I have no idea.
Take a stab.
Are you done?
I'm gonna get to the truth, Doctor.
You don't give a damn about the truth. You're convinced you know what happened. You know I'm guilty. Well, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
What?
Rose Morris?
It depends. Who are you?
Paul Richland's wife, Mary.
How did you find me?
From checks that Paul wrote to you. Who are you?
I'm Paul's mother.
I can't believe I'm standing here. I'm starting to feel like Alice after she fell down that hole in Wonderland.
I know the feeling, sweetie. Please sit down.
You told me you died in a yachting accident near Corfu years ago.
He knew I always wanted to go to Greece.
You told me his father was in the oil business, that you were a Vanderbilt.
I was a dancer on Broadway until I got knocked up by a director from LA. It killed my career. But I still had my looks. I modeled, I cocktailed. Me and Paul lived in 2 rooms in the Village. He went to PS 14. He won a scholarship to City College.
He told me he went to Eton and Yale.
Maybe he did in his mind. I never minded our life. But Paul was determined to change his, even if it meant making things up. Over the years, I think he started to believe his own stories.
I never sensed for a minute that he was lying.
That's why he didn't tell you about me, Mary. I knew the truth. He never told Alicia about me either.
Alicia?
His first wife.
His wife?
Didn't he tell you about her?
He lied about everything else. I spent my whole life trying to understand people, to accept them. But this...
The man you loved tried so hard to be good. He took care of me. He bought me books so I'd read. And look, he bought me all these dresses so I'd look pretty. I never wore any of these things. I'm too stubborn, too old. Hell, these outfits are for girls.
Rose, do you have any idea who killed Paul? Or what happened that night?
No. But the last time he was here, he was beside himself in tears. He said he'd made a mess of his life. And if you found out, you'd leave him.
There was another woman, wasn't there?
There was always another woman, Miss Paul. It broke up his first marriage, and it would have broken up yours.
This woman. Did Paul mention her name? What was her name, Rose? You've got to tell me.
Rita was all I ever heard.
Rita? Did he say anything about where she lived, what she did? Anything to help me find her?
All he said was that she was young, uneducated, completely different from you. Except for the way she looked.
The way she looked?
He thought you were the most beautiful woman in the world. He liked it that this girl looked like you. Paul's dead. Maybe it'd be best if you just let it all go.
I can't let it go, Rose.
Please believe that I killed Paul. Why would they think you killed him? He was your husband. And a complete stranger.
Hey, Rita, baby, where were you last night, huh? Oh, sorry. Never seen you around. Are you the, new girl on the block?
No, you know Rita.
Yeah, you ain't her.
Come here, baby. Want a date? What?
Do you know someone called Rita?
Never heard of her.
Rita? Excuse me. I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt it. Surprise me.
I'm looking for a woman.
A woman? Okay, baby, I'm surprised.
I think she may live or work around here. Her name might be Rita.
What exactly you want from her?
I think she might have known my husband.
Sorry, honey, we can't help you. We don't know anybody's husband.
No. I mean, let alone 40 bucks for you gets you very far.
You seen Rita?
Hey!
You still looking for Rita?
Yes, you know Rita?
Maybe. Board nurse. Over on 6th Street. She hangs there. Are you like her sister or something?
Sister? No, why? Rita?
Maybe. I'm Paul Richland's wife. Hey, get your hands off me, lady. I don't know anything about the doc.
You called him Doc. You didn't know him. How do you know he was a doctor?
Go home, lady.
Please, I just want to talk with you.
Excuse me. What the hell are you doing?
I just want to talk to Rita.
I think you're in the wrong neighborhood, sweetheart. I think you ought to get out of here before you get hurt. Now.
Shut up.
Did you enjoy your time on the Avenue, Doctor?
Why are you following me? This is harassment.
You know, that neighborhood's less than a block away from where your husband was last seen alive. You told me you never went down there.
I don't.
I'm beginning to wonder about you. The Commodore, the Avenue. You certainly get around for a woman who never gets around.
I found a woman, a prostitute, who I think is the woman he was talking to before he was killed.
Is your husband... What's the polite question? Did your husband enjoy the company of hookers?
She called him Doc, and she was wearing the same dress that he got from me.
Right. Halloween costume.
And she looked a lot like me. Enough for someone to mistake me for her sister, or for me. It happened twice.
What's her name?
Rita?
Last name?
I don't know.
A hooker who looks like you has your dress knew your husband. That's a nice, tidy series of coincidences.
I don't care. She knew Paul. You have to talk to her.
Yeah, well, I have a coincidence. We found a gun. About a half-mile from where your husband's body was found. A 9mm automatic. Registered to you.
To me.
Do you own a 9mm automatic?
Paul got me a gun for self-defense. I have no idea what kind it was.
Do you still have it?
Kept it in the house.
Do you still have it?
It's gone. I have no idea what happened to it.
Now you know. Call your lawyer. I'll expect you at the station 9 a.m. We'll need your fingerprints.
I hated that gun, Clark. I didn't even want it around the house. Paul thought it was a great idea.
Well, the question is, how did it walk out of the house? Any burglaries? Housekeeper?
Mrs. Pfaff is 65 years old. She's worked for Paul for 20 years. She wouldn't even take a quarter.
Paul.
I guess. Why would he need to take the gun?
Well, look, if the ballistics test don't match, it doesn't matter where they found it.
And if they do match, what then?
Thanks for your cooperation, Doctor. I know how difficult this is for you.
He's convinced I killed Paul.
Doesn't matter what he thinks, he still needs facts.
Well, you believe me, don't you?
Of course, 100%.
Rita? Oh my God, what happened to you?
You did, you dumb bitch. Just get the hell out of here before he kills us both.
You need to go to a hospital. I'm gonna call 911.
No, no cops, please.
We need to get you to a doctor. Come on, you're going in my car.
Get the hell off of me, lady.
Or I am calling 911.
Just got off the phone with ballistics. The 9mm automatic we found is the gun that killed Richland.
What about the prints?
Forensics lifted 2 sets of prints. They're working on a third. We'll have the results back later this afternoon.
Mrs. Richland didn't pull the trigger.
How do you know that?
The autopsy shows that the bullet entered Richland's head just to the right of the posterior cranial median. That strongly suggests a right-handed shooter. Look at the signature on Mrs. Richland's statement. She's left-handed.
So she used her right hand?
Her weak hand to kill her husband in cold blood? Doubt it.
What about Simon's?
Simon's signature on the personal effects sheet he signed over at county jail. He's a lefty, too.
Look, I don't care if one of them pulled the trigger with a big toe. Their prints are on the gun. That's all the DADs to file charges.
Well, there's no broken bones and your EEG looks normal, but you've probably sustained a concussion. We'll keep you here overnight. If you have any dizziness or nausea, let the nurse know immediately.
Thank you, Doctor.
Surgical resident.
I gotta get the hell out. You are not going anywhere.
Watch me.
What you need is to rest.
All right. I'll tell Rick I had a headache tonight.
Rick, is that who beat you up?
What's it to you?
Well, why are you protecting him? You should have him arrested, put in jail.
What planet are you from?
Whoever did this to you is an animal.
Yeah, well, it's a jungle out there. Anyway, what goes down in my life isn't any of your business.
Oh, yes, it is.
Why? You one of those rich bitch bleeding hearts who wants to save the world? Like your old man thought he was gonna do?
All I want is to find out who murdered my husband, and I'll do whatever that takes, you understand?
I don't know jack about your husband like
You talk to me, or you talk to the police.
Look, I didn't have anything to do with this. I liked Doc.
How long did you know him?
You don't need to know the details.
I need to know the details.
Okay. I met Doc on the avenue one night. He was in his Mercedes watching me. He wasn't a cop, so I let him watch. Free advertising, right? Kept showing up. One night I went over and I started asking him what he was looking for, and he said I reminded him of someone. We went for coffee. Ended up talking half the night.
What did you talk about?
Just stuff. Where I was from, where I went to school, where my dad worked, what I did when I wasn't hooking. There was no sex. Not the first night. Not for a while, actually, and then it was never really that big a deal. I don't think he really dug it. You asked.
Go on.
Sex wasn't his thing. He wanted something more than my body.
What did he want?
Me. He wanted to make me into something that he had created.
Excuse me, you're gonna have to go now?
What am I supposed to do now?
Stay here. You'll be safe. No one knows where you are. I'll give you my number. Just call me if you need anything at all. I'll be back in the morning early, okay?
You're not gonna call the cops, are you? Lady, for what it's worth, Doc was the nicest John I've ever known.
Clark, come in.
I'm sorry to come by so late, but I didn't want to call.
What's wrong?
Well, the ballistic tests are back. Your gun is the one that killed Paul.
My God.
That's only half the bad news.
Well, what's the rest of it?
Well, they found 3 sets of prints on the gun. Yours, Paul's, and a third that they haven't identified yet.
Well, of course they found our fingerprints on the gun, Clark. It's been in the house for years. We were practicing with it at the firing range. What does this mean? What can they do with this?
Well, the DA is filing murder charges tomorrow morning, Mary.
I don't believe this. They're charging me with murdering my own husband? Like I'm some sort of cold-blooded killer?
I'm sorry, Mary.
No, I don't want sorry. I want sanity. This is crazy. I didn't kill Paul.
I know that, Mary.
Why don't they? Why are they doing this to me?
I've known the DA a long time. He's going to let me take you downtown for booking, quietly.
Are they going to put me in jail? Go ahead, Clark. I'm a big girl.
Yes, you'll go to jail.
Bail?
Not in a murder case.
So this time tomorrow night I'm going to find myself in a cell somewhere?
I've already started making calls to some of the best criminal lawyers in the country.
My own dream team? How am I going to pay for that?
Don't worry about that now.
God, Clark, nothing's ever going to be the same again. Not ever.
We're going to fight this, Mary, and win. I promise you.
I wish you didn't have to make promises like that. You're wrong about this.
I'll have to let the DA decide about that.
I know there's another set of fingerprints on that gun besides mine and Paul's.
Forensics is still working on those. We've got Mr. Simons in custody in the off chance they're his.
They're not his. He doesn't know anything about this. Have you talked to that woman I told you about yet?
What? One who looks like you, dresses like you, that one?
Well, she knew my husband. And there's a man named Rick, her pimp or boyfriend or something. He beat her up for talking to me. She's at St. Charles right now.
At the hospital?
What's the point? Why would she say anything to incriminate herself? Because she's a good citizen?
She knows what happened to Paul.
Then have your attorney subpoena her. I gotta warn you, hookers make rotten witnesses. They offend jurors and prosecutors eat them for lunch.
She's not safe. He could kill her.
I've been here 19 hours. I'm going home to see if my wife has left me yet.
Well, what about the hooker?
Later.
Hey, where you going, Russo?
He's trying to save his marriage.
Again?
He's, tenacious.
I met the wife.
All right, all right. What do you got?
I finally got some good prints. You know, you were so positive it was that guy Simon's prints. Negativo.
They're not his.
No.
Told you.
I want to know who they belong to and fast.
Hey, I'm working on it. Art takes time, all right?
Have you seen Rita? I'm not a cop. I'm Dr. Richland's wife.
She said you took her to the hospital. Paid for everything.
She was hurt. Someone beat the hell out of her.
Rick. He's a mean bastard. Crazy, too.
She left the hospital. Did she come here tonight?
About half an hour ago. She borrowed about $100 for a bus ticket. Said she was gonna pack her things up at the Bayshore Hotel, then head out to Iowa.
Iowa?
Her brother lives out there. She figured Rick wouldn't find her there. Hey, Rita didn't do anything. She dug the dock. We all did.
doing here? Get out!
You can't run away from this. Rick will only find you if the police will.
I'll take my chances.
I am your only chance.
Oh. Then I guess I'm totally screwed, huh?
I'll tell the police you cooperated. I'll even hire you a lawyer if you need one. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Please. Come on, let's get out of here. Come on.
Mendoza, you know, someone should make a movie about me. I am that good.
Richard Hansen.
You go to the hospital, see if the hooker's still there. I'll work the avenue.
Far out. It's even cooler than I imagined.
What do you mean?
Doc told me all about this place. I used to dream about seeing it for real, you know? Me and Rick, we even drove out one time to see if it really existed. We couldn't believe it at first, a place like this. But it was all real.
Was it?
Talk to me. Let's go. Son of a...
Your husband loved this place.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he dug you. He was like in awe of you, you know? He used to say he wasn't good enough for you. Maybe that's why he hung with me. Because I wasn't anybody. You know, one really strange thing, he started telling me I was. That anything was possible if I wanted it bad enough. But he wanted it more than me. Yeah, he started buying me stuff. Books, clothes, jewelry, you know. He said it was for me. It wasn't. It was his trip. So I played him. I don't know much. But I know men. You know what they want more than anything?
What do men want, Rita?
Control. But you give it to them and they get bored. You don't, and they'll chase you from Monday to Sunday to get it. So I'd never do what Doc wanted. Told him he would never change me. I drove him nuts. He spent more money. Even gave Rick $5 grand once to get him to move out. Figured if Doc was good for $5 grand, he was good for 50. So Rick started borrowing money off Doc. And they both knew he was never gonna pay it back.
Why did Paul keep giving him money?
You're the shrink.
He said he was looking for the Doc's old lady. You know what I think? Rita's with her. That Rick bastard will find her.
Rick kept hitting on Doc for more and more money. Finally, when Doc said no more, Rick got furious. Started threatening.
Oh, you're not going anywhere tonight except to work for me.
She's not working tonight.
Hey, you butt out of this, man. She was mine before she met you, and she'll be mine when you're just a memory. Come on, get up! Come on, get up! Don't you ever talk to me like that again, or I'll kick your rich, sorry ass.
Rick had been strung out for months.
Better see your ass.
He needed more and more money to stay high. And when Doc stopped paying him, he told me to make it. Are you okay? Doc started planning to send me to my brother's place in Iowa. He got us tickets. The night he died, we were gonna fly out together. Sorry. I met Paul in front of his office. We were gonna stop by the motel, where I had a bag ready to go. I'd seen Rick at the bar about a half hour before. He was loaded as usual. I told Janet just to keep him drinking.
What's this? Huh? Going somewhere, Rita? I'll tell you where you're going. You're not going anywhere. Not now. Not ever. You understand me?
Get off of her, Rick.
Hey, look at this. The dog thinks he's a tough guy. He's got a gun.
Leave the bag, Rita. We'll get more things for you later.
Rita, sit down.
You're not telling her what to do anymore.
Do you think you're dealing with Sleeping Beauty here, Doc? She's some cheap whore that's gonna screw you one way or another. That's what she does for a living. That's all she is.
It has nothing to do with who she is. Go out to the car, Rita. I'll be right behind you.
Sit down.
Oh, God, Rick, stop! Come on, man! Rick, come on! No! No! Rick put Doc's body in a Mercedes and dumped him in a parking lot. I should have gone to the police, but he said he would kill me if I ratted on him, and he woulda. He woulda.
That's it, ladies. Game's over. Who do you think you're dealing with, Rita, huh?
Coward.
Yeah. Stay there. Get up. Get up. Come here. You'll wait in the car. All right? Now, get in the car. Hey! No. You're an incredibly stupid woman, you know that?
You killed my husband.
Paul was a little confused. He started thinking he was a tough guy, but he wasn't.
He didn't deserve to
Come on, you're the shrink. Don't you get it? Paul wanted to die. He was bored. He was bored with this. He was bored with you. Thought he'd take a little walk on the wild side. See how it was out on the edge. You know what? It's not sexy. It's not cool. It's not exciting. It sucks. And I guess he had to learn the hard way.
Rita was right.
Huh?
You're scum.
You should save that for Paul.
Watch out!
You okay?
We're fine.
We're about to wrap it up here.
Good.
Look, this has been pretty rough on you, I know. But it's gonna be fine.
Thank you for believing me.
I'm gonna need statements for both of you.
Now?
10 a.m. downtown. You better come along with me
Why does she have to go?
to make sure she shows up.
She'll be there. She'll be there, Detective.
Look, Mrs. Richland, sometimes you can go wrong. Trying too hard to do the right thing. For what it's worth, I am sorry.
For what it's worth, I believe you. It's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess it is. I don't get it. Doc had everything. What was he looking for?
Himself, maybe.
I gotta get going.
Where?
You know.
Stay here. Stay tonight.
All right.
She's so scared.
And trying as hard as she can not to show it.
I felt the same way when I went for that interview with Paul. I wanted to change my life so badly. So did she.
I'll give her a shot.
That's all she needs. Thanks. I have to go back to work.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Okay. Bye.